My New Year's resolution for 2011 was to become a vegetarian. And by January 2011, I decided that I wanted to cut out all animal products completely. No eggs, no cheese, no milk. And it didn't take long before I was noticing the beneficial factors. My skin looked better, I had more energy, my weight was more stable, and I just felt completely, just properly nourished as a whole. So today I would like to encourage all of you to sit down, explore a vegan diet, and see all the beneficial factors that it has to offer. I'd like to start off by informing you about the disadvantages of eating meat and other animal products, and even the health risks that come along with it. So when I tell people I'm vegan, I always get the same response. They usually roll their eyes and they ask, where do I get all my nutrients? Tell me I probably lack protein. Actually, I don't lack protein. I get the proper amount necessary as long as I eat a balanced diet with a variety of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. The main source of protein in a standard American diet is meat, of course. So numerous studies show meat is actually not the best form of protein for our bodies. Furthermore, studies show that animal protein actually works against us. It's not good for us, like everybody wants to swear up and down. Animal protein works against us, but guess what? Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, it all helps our heart stay healthy. There's not a thing about that that is bad for us. Instead of considering a vegan diet, people often forget and even refuse to understand that animal products, they're high in cholesterol, high in saturated fats, which are all the root of heart disease, cancer, stroke, obesity, high blood pressure. Heart disease, as we all know, is the #1 cause of death in the United States. And as noted on PETA.org, and in this magazine that PETA has even taken the time to put out, to suggest, hey, let's go vegan, let's go vegetarian, cut out the meat. PETA.org states that heart disease-related deaths are caused mainly by diets with high animal products. Okay, so I'll break that down. Most heart disease deaths that are based on the nutrition, most of those deaths were because they were high in animal products, okay? So, according to the cancerproject.org, a study was done with equal amounts of vegetarians and meat eaters regarding cancer effects and possibilities. The study was done by Harvard University, and it showed that people who consumed meat had a cancer risk 3 times higher than those who did not consume meat. And that is just phenomenally high. It's terrible. 3 times higher just by consuming animal products. Where is that worth it at all? As a plant-based diet has a high amount of fiber, meat and other animal products lack fiber, which fiber is known to be a protective agent against cancer. When, meat is lacking that protective agent, and it's actually including carcinogens. Eating meat involves more risks than benefits, and a lot of that has to do with how we must cook the meat. The meat's not healthy unless we cook it. It's not good for us unless we cook it. It can cause problems if we eat it raw. However, when we cook it, there is a mutagen carcinogen inside the meat, and it is called an HCA, which is a heterocyclic amine. And when the meat is cooked at high temperatures, meaning typical temperatures for frying, for baking, for grilling, the high temperature kickstarts these HCAs into just activating. So as we're cooking the meat, we're flaring up all those carcinogens that are in the meat. So now that we are aware of the risks caused by consuming animal products, I want to share with you what I know about how we can reverse those risks, how we can prevent those risks just by changing our diet, and that diet being a vegan diet. So far we know that meat has high cholesterol, which causes unstable weight, heart risk of heart disease, cancer, stroke, high blood pressure. Steps to prevent and reverse this can be made, and it's by a vegan diet. a vegan diet can reverse heart disease. It can reverse heart disease. That alone is one fact that I think debunks all misconceptions about a vegan diet not offering the proper nutrition. Because I sure don't see a meat diet being able to reverse heart disease. In fact, it's causing it. The American Cancer Society says that 40% of all cancer is preventable, and 1/3 of cancer deaths are attributed by nutrition. Vegan diets include vegetables, fruits, fiber-packed grains, all which help prevent cancer, which makes vegans 40% less likely to be diagnosed with cancer compared to someone who eats meat. Most people spend more time criticizing a vegan diet than being open to it, understanding it, and even researching it. And if they would do such, they would understand that this is part of a strong health movement that is significantly lowering the risks of health-related problems due to our diets. Obesity is also an issue. Meat eaters have a 9 times greater risk of being obese than those of vegans, and this has to do with there being a lower fat count in the natural foods that vegans eat. Fruits, vegetables, grains, lower fat count. Meat and animal products have a very high fat count, which offers them not, they have to count their calories. Being vegan, I don't have to count my calories. I can basically eat more and weigh less. Along with weight control, vegans have a significantly lower rate of stroke, and that's due to the cholesterol that is not in the foods we eat. So a vegan's typical cholesterol level is about 133, whereas a average meat eater's cholesterol is 220. That's nearly 100 points higher than a vegetarian or a vegan. So I've been vegan almost a year now, and that's long enough for me to decide I will never choose any other diet. I feel a ton better. I feel completely 100% healthier. And I've done enough research to knowledge myself to know that, the facts make all the misconceptions about the diet just completely irrelevant. And I strongly encourage all of you to explore the diet, research it if that's all you do, but learn about it, learn how you can make a difference in making yourself healthier. Do it for yourself, for your health benefits. If respected doctors are saying that if we just adopted a vegan diet, we could typically reverse all of these health problems and wipe out the epidemic of heart disease, obesity, and even stroke. Who knows? So isn't that worth giving it a shot?